The Gagh on DS9. What was
Gagh.
that? Yeah, what was that made of? Or like
Not
what
Gagh.
Or-
And it's not Juniata County either. Juniata County and Gagh. What was it made of?
Yeah, like what did it taste like? Yeah.
Well, you know, people eat worms. Worms, are, as long as they're clean, it's a good source of protein, and they pay you a lot of money. Don't you remember the cafeteria where they said, "We'll pay you $5 if you drink this"? Did that ever happen in your life?
Actually, no.
Well, there was a lot of it going on in my life, even into college. Like, people would mix up horrible stuff and said, "We'll give you $10 if you drink this." Sure. And I wonder why I'm troubled. But it was usually made out of ginger root, you know. The hero shots, meaning the shot that they would insert, there'd really be worms that were crawling. And when you pick it up, there'd be worms that would be crawling out of your fingers. But when they cut and they put something in your mouth, it would be ginger. It looked like worms. They didn't have gummy worms back then. So if they had gummy worms, we wouldn't have had a problem. I really like gummy worms. Unless they taste like worms. Not so much. So, anyway, yeah, Gagh is a huge thing. Something I never understood is the heart of targ soup. Targs are pets. There are pets. And then we have targ soup as well. And I'm saying, but pet soup? What's that? What's with that? Anyway, what was that question you asked? Something about Gagh. That's right. Man. Anyway. And the reason I straightened Alicia out on Juniata County was that both my parents are from a small town in Juniata County, which is just north of here, about 30 miles, across two mountain ranges, the Blue Shade Mountain and maybe Blue Mountain, but then there's Tuscarora Mountain, and the next valley is Tuscarora Valley, and that's where Port Royal is. And that's where they both grew up. And my grandmother, who lived to be 107, born in 1893 and died in 1999, she almost made it into 3 centuries. Can you imagine? She saw the entire 20th century. Had never gotten over top of Tuscarora Mountain and visited the next valley over. Spent her whole life in Tuscarora Valley. Anyway. And if it has anything to do with staying in one valley that you can live to be 107, there's no hope for me because I've lived everywhere.
No.
Anyway.